Welcome to the office tour. It is time for a deep dive into my new office. I'm honestly so in love with this final product and the way it all looks. It's just the ultimate like cozy, comfy zone for me. And seeing like the progression over the years, how I have like grown my cozy office into something that just is so perfect and cozy and whimsical, and I just love being here. I love spending time in my office. It's literally one of my most favorite places, and that's what I always wanted out of an office. So, my office space is a blend of a lot of different things. From hobbies that I enjoy, favorite video games, books, movies, TV shows, and just things that generally have a very like nostalgic, sentimental feeling to me. In saying all of that, I want to show you a few of my most favorite decor pieces in my office. Lego flowers are probably one of my favorite types of decorations. They're just so cutesy. I have a few minis as well as some vase flowers. They add such a cozy touch. I just can't get enough of them. I also really wanted to have a lot of little trinkets and pieces that came from my travels. So when I was in Japan and Korea, I spent a lot of time in Daisos and other cutesy stores. I definitely have my eye on a few things for our next trip, but one of my favorite stores that I went to in Korea was Flying Tiger Copenhagen, I believe it was called. It is essentially like a typo, but from Europe. This could very well be one of my most favorite decor pieces. I love her. I love her so much. There was also Hello Kitty's 50th anniversary when we were in Japan, so the Daisos were all collaborating with Sanrio and doing a lot of stickers and stationery. So I collected more stationery this last trip, but some cute little things like this little cup, rulers, some mini plushies, and dangly trinkets. Being a book lover, books are obviously like 90% of what takes up space in my office, and I would have it no other way. I am growing my library, and someday she will take up all the walls. Now, I am definitely not a huge fan of the bigger like pops. I think some of them are really cute, especially the Pokemon ones, and I wouldn't mind getting one in the future to bedazzle or something because I've seen people do that and it looks like so much fun. I do, however, love small things, miniature items. So, Biddy Pops Bitty Pops has become a very fast obsession. I am waiting for them to release more of my favorite fandoms in the Bitty Pops, but the ones that they have are pretty awesome already. And on that trail of miniatures, I ordered a couple of these little teeny tiny Labubu's. They're so cute, and I just love. I got like a little grey one and a little green one, and I'll probably collect a few other colors at some point. And I just love popping them all throughout my office and giving them cute little places to live. And this is also my precious little Luck Labubu. I just love how on brand the coloring is. This little guy works so well in my office. I'm definitely drawn to cute and weird things, so honestly, Labubus fall into that. So as soon as I saw these, I needed a little friend in the office. Something else that I think is a really fun decor thing for like offices and work from home spaces is including like nostalgic things. And like I guess it's also technically a miniature, but these lockers are so cool, and they are functional as well, so you can store things in them. I have a couple of little tubs of like paper clips and bulldog clips inside of it, but you can decorate the front. I added magnets to these little resin charms, I guess, and use them as magnets, and then put one of my favorite stickers from one of my favorite artists on there because I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put it, so I thought I could put it on the school locker. And then a Polaroid of me and my favorite person in the whole wide world. This is honestly just such a fun piece to add to your collection. I've also seen other miniature things like trolleys and candy machines. Now, depending on how long you've been here for, I love to get crafty with clay, and that I did have for a short time a small clay business, but honestly, I was just doing it for myself, and the amount of things I made that I absolutely adore and have as decorations in my office. Creating cutesy and ghibli charms was honestly one of my favorite parts. I spent some time on Pinterest, and I have seen people make out of clay dishes and cute decor pieces that are sort of loosely inspired by fandoms or, cozy orientated things. I do think I'm gonna have to make a few things. The last two staples of my office consist of homemade crafted gifts or things that I have made myself. I absolutely adore when my friends make things for me, and I love incorporating that into my office space. It just gives it this whole other level of like love and comfort. And I also love crafting things, so there is definitely a lot of that blended into my displays. And the other is Reject Shop goods. Do not sleep on the Reject Shop. They release like themed collections every few weeks or so, and when I tell you, there is some good stuff in there. I collected a few of their teapots. For Halloween, I have a pumpkin teapot and a pumpkin little like saucer thing or something that goes with it. My flower teacups. They also release a lot of really cool candles, which I love, and recently they did like a celestial drop, and I adored that collection. But a lot of the other things are very whimsical orientated. I have like a strawberry plate and a flower plate, a lot of plates and cups from there, but the occasional decor piece as well. This space really makes me so happy, and I love thinking of ways to improve it, update it, upgrade it even. And I definitely have some ideas of extra things that I would like to do with the space. But with that being said, I am so over the moon with the way this room has turned out. It really is like stepping into a whole other world of whimsy and escapism, and that's perfect. Thank you so much for coming along for this cozy little tour of my office space, and I can't wait to grow it with you.